So right now we have Nicov versus Riut 1v1 on Arabia. As always, I like to go through these games at about 60% speed. Keep things interesting and fun. Downhill gold here for Riut's going to be a little bit annoying. It's actually going to be a lot annoying. His main gold can be pressured from the top of this hill pretty easily by Nicov, either in the early game by towers or in the late game by a siege workshop. Nonetheless, he's going to find his sheep on the backside and get this game started the right way. Gold piles on the back here for Nicov. He's going to be in a good position. I like that back gold for him. Back gold, back wood can easily wall up the back area. Nikov's going to be just fine here. Double deer patch to the side. Spanish v Spanish war, but nonetheless, free deer or free deer. He's going to lure in his boars just fine. It's going to be all good. I like Nikov's map a lot, but hey, you never know how this one's going to go down. Two pro players, they will make the smart decisions. Riut for his... in his favor, he is going to have a safe main stone pile on the back, so Spanish conquistadors might be something he can achieve a little more easily than Nicov. Nicov could make knights easier because he's got safe gold, but I don't think he has safe stone. His stone is kind of out here in no man's land, both piles. So we may see conquistadors versus knights, but why predict it? Why not just enjoy it as it happens? This game is brand new to me, so I can make predictions and be wrong just like the rest of you guys. Good to see people out there. Oh, Warrior Yoda in the chat. What's up, buddy? Good to see everybody. Thanks again to MBL for the host. Guys, follow MBL's channel, for God's sakes. I'm sure you already have, but check out that channel. That dude is fantastic. He plays the game and tells you what he's thinking while he plays it, which is absolutely the best way to get better at a game. My channel is just casting and entertainment. I don't think you're going to get better by watching me. Downhill boar lure here from Riut. He's going to have, he's going to grab loom before that lure, which he absolutely has to do. Nicov on the other side, obviously not going to have to worry about it. His boars are in a much better, easier position. He will be grabbing those down, but look at the freaking 1v1 ratings, guys. 2450 versus 2350 in this game. That is nastiness. This is awesome to see these guys playing at such a high level right now. Riut has what I would call a Gordian knot this game. He's got a downhill main gold. His secondary gold is way out to the front. If Riut can find a way to win this game, you better damn well remember how he does it, because you will be able to maybe win a game with a similar type of challenge. I don't know how he wins this. If MBL's out there in the chat, MBL, tell me how to win this game. This is a really tricky one. Greg Stream, thanks for the follow. Thank you to Byexon, Danger High One, Hightower. Thanks, guys, for following. Appreciate it. Wait, I won't get better from watching this stream? I tried to press the follow button. I'd unfollow. Thanks, Sir Lawrence. Sir Lawrence already following. Okay, so it does look like Riut is out in the front here. Has he stolen 2 sheep? By the looks of it, he has. Riut's modus operandi, Lucy taught me that phrase the other day, is usually to run sheep to the corner instead of trying to steal them back home. So we'll see if he does that. That could be the advantage he needs, because Nicov, I do believe, has the map advantage. Dr. Slow with the Kappa face. What's up, guys? Mao Kubo, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, so we continue to work our way through this one. Riut with the advantage by stealing a couple of sheep. I do think Nicov has the better map here, but we will see how this goes. Those golds beneath the hills, how do you defend? Impossible. Yeah, I don't know. This is going to be really tricky. Riut could go with aggression, of course, to defend those. Or he could build his military buildings on top of this hill to try to reinforce this area very quickly. But I don't know if either of those things would actually work in practice. I'm just a streamer, guys. I'm just here to try to entertain you. Nonetheless, Nikov's going to get some walls up across the side. He's going to block off that corner, that edge. He can block off the corner as well. Thank you to Kofti Soft for the follow. I'm certain he will block off this edge as well, and he's going to be relatively damn safe on the front. He will be relatively safe. Couple palisades on the top side, still roaming around. He pushed 1 deer already, may push another. Right now it is 21 vills for Nicov. It is 18 for Riut. Riut already, what did Riut do? How did Riut get 2 villagers behind? He grabbed loom, so that's 1 vill difference. And then he did what? Why is Riut so far behind, guys? Somebody tell me. Nicov grabbing loom. Riut still not clicking up to the feudal age. Nicov will click up first. What is going on here? Ooh-wee. Thank you, Savant and Kofti, for the follows, and Malkubo. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why Riut is so far behind here. He'll click to feudal a few seconds after his opponent, but he'll be a vill behind. I guess he loomed first. Did Nicov forego the loom? No, he got the loom. Interesting. Riut is behind, but yeah, okay, we'll keep our eye on it. Can't see every piece of the game, trying to give you a view of everything big that's going on, but Riut somehow a villager behind. Barracks coming up for the red player Nicov. He will block this backside off. He better block it off or he's going to get hit back there. Right now, scouting around in the front is Riut. Nicov has walled off the far corner, and he's going to be absolutely safe. I saw these games from Riut's point of view today, explaining his thoughts of the game. Want to see how it looks from a spectator view. Hightower, that's a really good point in the chat. Guys, check out Riut's stream. You can follow it now. You don't have to wait until he's online. More follows to AOC players, I think, is always a good thing. We got to boost these channels up and keep this game going strong. Definitely check out Riut's channel. Check out MBL. These guys who stream the game from their point of view can be incredibly beneficial to your ability to play the game and enjoy it. You can see exactly how fast they have to go to do this. I mean, we're watching from 1,000 feet up. It doesn't even look like a hard game to play. This game is so hard to play. This game is so difficult. Pro players who play it are absolutely impressive. Nicov still has not closed off the top side. The red player will be to the feudal age first by a few moments. He'll be one villager ahead of his opponent. As we said, he doesn't have safe stone. That would be something interesting to keep an eye on. Conquistadors are going to be tricky for him if we get to that point. Right now it's going to be houses. It's going to be stables, I think, for both sides. Yep, we will see stables and scouts from Riut. Riut will actually have the first scouts out. Thank you, Slingshot, for the follow. Like I said, guys, follow Riut, follow MBL. Following is free. You don't even have to get updates if you follow. You don't even have to like a channel to follow. Just make sure that you support the community here. We're keeping the AOC community alive. Nikov's still roaming around the front, building up houses. He's going to protect himself as much as possible. He's got a good advantage here in the early game, but he's not building out the scouts quite as fast as his opponent, at least from my point of view. He's going to have a couple scouts on the field. You can see Riut's got a couple as well. It is 3v3 at the moment. It will soon be 4v4. So both players going full scouts from one stable. Looks like it's going to be 5 or 6 total from the blue player. Thanks, Dian Tai, for the follow. It's going to be 5 total from Riut. Is Nicov keeping his foot on the pedal, or no, he isn't? Nicov is, he's going to build one more. I don't know. I don't know what his plan is. I think he can turtle up and take on any number of scouts that he wants. Thank you, Capo Gebora. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Thanks, guys. Yeah, so right now it is a bit of a standoff. We got scouts on both sides. You can see the blue player Riut adding a spear into the mix. Nicov at the moment does not have a spear that I can see. One on the way. He has walled off the back corner. He can wall off the front side pretty quickly if he wants to. Looks like he might do it in a roundabout way by blocking here. Nonetheless, he's going to be fine on the top side. Right now, scouts flirting with each other, running around the map. No upgrades on those for the moment. So spears and unupgraded scouts. Wheelbarrow coming for Nicov. He is one villager ahead of Riut. He has been one villager ahead throughout the game. Transitioning to mining some gold, so he's ready to maybe start clicking up. As we said, Riut's got a little bit of a tricky map. Nicov hasn't hit him yet, but this downhill main gold is going to be tricky to guard. Downhill secondary gold is going to be tricky to guard as well. Oops. Sorry about that, Battle Tank. I don't know why Nightbot picked up Battle Tank's emotes. Battle Tank's not a spammer. Sorry about that, bro. Sorry about that, dude. Feel free to express yourself. Battle Tank is one of my favorite followers. I feel really bad that my bot stopped him from saying what he wanted to say. Sorry about that, dude. Nonetheless, scouts roaming around on both sides. Nikov's got 4 or 5. 5 in play on the top side, 5 in defense here from Riut. Thanks for the follow, Sedza. It looks like for now, neither player will be terribly harassed. Neither player will be terribly harassed. Looks like these guys will be flirting back and forth, just scouts kind of sizing each other up, no real battle going down, both players just kind of booming it out. Wheelbarrow coming a little bit later for Riut. Nikov's already got it, so he's a little bit actually ahead on villager count, which that will be borne out very shortly. You can see one scout out of place here. Riut maybe trying to get a little bit of information on his opponent, trying to lead his opponent into a bad fight. A couple spears in play now for the red player. It looks like it's going to be a poke fest on the top. With the two units who are the wimpiest against each other in the game, they're just going to be hitting each other for decades. Nonetheless, Nicov continuing to wall off across the front. I feel like he's got a really good advantage here at this point. It's looking absolutely good for him. Looking absolutely fantastic for him. Still, though, the gold on the front side here for the blue player Riut is totally unharassed. He's adding in more spears to try to counter his opponent. I think that's going to slow his castle time just a little. Nicov maybe building a couple fewer spears, having one villager advantage throughout the entire feudal age. He clicks up first. Riut won't be far behind, but it's not ideal for him to be kind of slowly getting up. Yeah, he's going to be 50 seconds behind. Probably won't add up to a hill of beans, but let's keep our eyes on it. Still a lot of scouts on the field. We could see bloodlines come in from either player, but we'll see. You know, Spanish bloodlines makes a lot of sense because we may see either knights or conks, but we'll see what people want to do here very shortly. Riut transitioning to stone, so he's going to have that safe stone on the back. He will be able to build a castle. Castle on top of this hill would be fantastic for him. It would protect both gold piles and really keep his economy safe. Should be absolutely fine on that side. Still pushing the red player back now. So Nicov starting to get pushed out of this area. He's going to be the castle first. He's going to have 2 stable knights, I believe, with bloodlines. Plenty of vills on gold. Very safe back at home. But nothing lasts forever. He's got to get to the castle age and get some action and aggression out in the front. Good job here from Riut, pushing him around with a couple of spears, really harassing the red player, pushing him back into his zone, walling up behind that aggression. So not so bad from Riut. I was really worried about these gold piles, but it does look like he's going to be okay. Once he gets a castle down, he's going to be absolutely happy as a clam. Castle age coming for the red player. He's going to drop a TC right away on the front. And he will have to turtle up just a little bit, actually running back and dropping a nice quick palisade. Beautiful play from him. TC coming, those villagers will wall themselves in, so very nice play here from Nicov. Nicov playing, oh god, just so beautifully lately. Going to wall in his knight? No, that knight is safe. One knight on the front is going to get 4v1'd there, but he is bloodlined. The scouts are bloodlined as well, but they're going to be pushed away for the moment. Spear's heading back home to try to keep things alive, and it's all good. I like that quote, yeah. Spearmen hit things like a wet noodle except cavalry. They are allergic to wet noodles. Zero Empires quotes. Zero Empires. Yeah, I missed that guy. So, good aggression here on the front. Couple spears in from the blue player, Riut. He's going to get some good damage in, but eventually they're going to get chopped down. He's trying to hold the line with palisades now. He really needs to get his castle up. 642 stone for him, so he can start building a castle, but he's got to be really tactical about it, because if these palisades or these houses get pushed through, then the castle builders are going to get killed, and it's going to be GG. Castle's going to come on top of the hill. Like we said, though, palisades are getting pushed on. He's going to have to be a little bit crafty here. He's going to need more time to try to hold the line. Couple of panels of stone wall. Needs to quick build both of them. So Riut, for now, will hold the line and get that castle up. Continued fighting on the front, continued pushing from the red player, but it does look like Riut will wall him out, and he will stabilize his gold. So there you go, guys. We talked a lot in the early part of this game about how in the hell Riut was going to be able to take his gold. Well, the answer is he went aggressive, he transitioned to stone, and he built a castle on top of that hill. Castle and walls here are going to be just enough to hold this out, and he's going to be totally fine on the back. He is behind in this game by quite a lot, but he really, that was his only option, I think. You know, he's got to find a way to beat Nicov now. He's got to find a way to win an uphill battle. But I really think he loses the game without that castle on the hill. So I think it's a fantastic investment. Obviously, conquistadors are a really great option if you have a castle like that. Nicov has gone with 1, 2, 3 TCs right off the bat. Went with 2 stable knights with a nice little push to keep his opponent honest. Those knights didn't get very much done, but behind those knights he will build up 3 TCs. His opponent, Riut, will be a little bit behind to the 3rd TC, spent a lot of time gathering stone, while his opponent was gathering wood, food, and gold. No problem, though. Conquistadors are out on the front. Another castle will be in relatively soon. Riut with 6 on stone right now. He's going to be able to build another castle in not too long of a time. A couple conks in on the front should be a good job. Yep, that's right. Stub stitch, good point. If you throw a noodle fast enough, it's like a bullet. It becomes like a bullet. Red player here, Nicov, controls the map, but the blue player, Riut, has done a really commendable job to stabilize his side. Gotta say, Riut's playing a fantastic game. Nikov's playing a very clean game too. But I'm incredibly impressed by Riut's ability to safely take his gold here on the front. I love it. I love it. I love it. He's got a few monks out, able to snipe a monk from the red player, trying to get this relic home, but he's not going to do it. Doesn't have enough conks here, I don't think, to defend this. 3 monks in play from Nicov. Nikov's just playing brilliantly lately. He's going to be able to convert back the units that got stolen, and he may be able to convert a couple of conquistadors as well. Thank you for the host, Hardy. Hardy with the host. Thanks, buddy. Didn't know you were streaming today, Hardy. Guys, you should follow Hardy's stream as well. Hardy's doing a great job. Started his own stream. Hardy was always like behind the scenes helping me and other streamers out. He is a great member of the AOC community. You can click on his name and follow him without even leaving the page and missing even a moment. Check out the Hardy stream, guys. Nonetheless, we have a couple of converts there from Nicov. Very nice play from him. He's going to grab a couple of those sweet, sweet conquistadors. This many villagers coming forward suggests to me a castle coming of his own, maybe somewhere on top of this hill. And we shall see. Yeah, stream for another hour every host. Oh god, it could be an infinite loop if we keep getting hosted. Castle on the hill from Nicov. It will be almost within range of this gold. I think it will be enough to keep his opponent from taking that gold. He's got enough of an army here to stop Riut from pushing forward. Thank you, Dantuzzi, for the follow. So yeah, the red player here coming forward to drop a castle. He's looking absolutely... He's doing everything right, but I still think Riut is playing maybe the better game. Riut somehow figured out a way to protect this gold on the front. This was his initial TC, and he's found a way to somehow, someway keep himself safe. I really do appreciate the way he's played this game. He probably will lose it based on Nicov having a better map and Nicov making 0 mistakes. But, you know, that doesn't mean he's not playing a great game so far. Conquistadors out on the front. You can see all these villagers coming forward. Are they going to drop a castle? Are they planning to try to drop a castle up here? Yes, they are. Gonna have to be awfully careful here. These villas are not within range of the castle, but they are within range of the conquistadors, the tower that's coming up here. And this is maybe the fight for the game right now. Riut is doing everything he can to take that hill. 3 monks in play, getting good arrow fire in from his own castle. Conquistadors sniping vills on the top side, but not quite fast enough. That castle's on 65%. More vills coming forward from Riut. He knows that it is all in. It is win or lose for him right now. He's going to push back the conks of his opponent Nicov. He's going to get that castle up on the hill eventually, but he's going to lose some villagers in the process. He absolutely needed to make that investment. Eventually, Riut will push this back, and he will win the top side. He'll win back his own gold here eventually. He's going to be able to take the castle of his opponent Nicov down if he can continue to keep up the momentum. So Riut having to play this one defensively, that is what the game dictated, and thus far he's playing it absolutely beautifully. Hello, Schmalogan. Hello, Hardy. Hello, Dr. Slow. Thanks, guys, for the follows there, and like I said, check out the other AOC channels if you're not following all the AOC people. You have to ask yourself why. Market coming up now for Riut. Riut's going to balance out his economy, I suppose. He's not floating a whole lot of anything just yet, but he may use that market to his advantage, I would expect. Conquistadors from the red player coming back to crush this little insurgency now from Riut. Riut's doing a really good job to try to equalize the villager score. He's only down by 5. Considering what he's gone through right now, I think he's playing an absolutely masterful game. If he wins this game, I think it will be one of the best 1v1 wins that I've seen in a long, long time. I mean, Nicov has made 0 mistakes this game. You know, don't get it twisted. He hasn't done a single thing wrong, and somehow Riut has clawed his way back from a terrible map, and he may just be able to. I don't know. Maybe he can win it. I don't know. I just don't know. Thank you again for the follow, Dagaskull. Appreciate it, guys. Like I said, follow the AOC streams. We've got to keep the game going. It's not about loving or hating a particular stream. Like, for instance, some of you guys may not like certain players. You may not like certain personalities. But keeping the game going, I think, is really important. More people following and viewing and being positive can always help. Can continue to help us. Nonetheless, right now we do have a battle on our hands. A little bit of a stalemate on top of the hill. Slightly being edged out right now by Nicov is Riut. He's can't lose that castle on top of the hill. He's starting to mass up conquistadors. He's got a couple of monks. He's ready to make a push back at his opponent. But right now, double trebs on the front are just absolutely, they're just absolutely taking over the game. Riut will eventually run out of gold here. He's waiting for the right fight at the right moment. He's just got to do... Yeah, he's grabbing more stone. He's got one last chance to maybe push this back. Thanks, Stubbs, for the follow. He's got one chance to push this back. He's going to have rams. He's going to make one big push against Riut. Against Nicov. Imperial Age coming for Riut a little bit later. Scale Barding armor, Scale Mail armor coming in for Riut. Tracking and Squires coming as well. Interesting. We're going to see a transition from the blue player. We're going to see him do something risky and interesting, I think. But the problem is his castles will be dead in about 30 seconds. So he really needs to get something done. These conquistadors, unfortunately, they have to get into the fray. They have to get into the fray. It's just time. Things are getting desperate. Thank you, Ernest Will, for the follow. Things are absolutely getting desperate. Nicov, like I said, playing this game perfectly throughout. He's going to have 6, 7, 8 monks there, hanging out, waiting for conquistadors to come in. Just converting 4 or 5 of these conks just basically neuters that army, cuts it in half, and they absolutely cannot win that fight. Thank you, Chuck E. and Ernest Will, for the follows. Thanks, guys. Got the follow train going. I appreciate it. I will definitely add the links to more AOC streams in the channel. I think that's a really good idea. I'll do that tomorrow. Like I said, I think keeping the community going is pretty important at this point. Game is growing right now. Probably a lot to do with the Clan Masters and the Viper being so active. But, you know, gotta support these streams. One conch being converted there. Looks like lots of monks camped out. Riut's slowly getting whittled down in this game. I don't see any way for him to come back, but he has gone with pikes from 3 different barracks at the moment. Thanks, Dexter Inc. for the follow. Sweet baby Jesus, guys. Thank you for all the follows. I appreciate it. Rams coming forward. They'll tank a little damage. They're going to try to snipe these Trebs, I think. Lots of conversions from all of these monks. Blue player Riut here trying to snipe those monks, but there's just too damn many of them. They get so many goddamn... they get so many converts. Excuse me. Trebs coming down. Rams are going to do one last desperate push. Lots of arrow fire coming in from this castle. More conquistadors reinforcing. Riut might have a chance to win this in the long run. He's going to get a few monks forward and get a few converts. And it looks like for now Nicov will retreat back from this. Very interesting. Riut able to win the front. Stubbsditch, have you thought about T90? I think about T90 very often. T90's got a great channel, guys. Check out T90. T90 Official is the channel. If you haven't followed it already, go for it. Riut lost the Siege Workshop researching Siege Rams. Oh, very interesting. Good point. I didn't notice it, but good job there finding that out. Villagers in the fray here. Do they have supremacy? Nope, those villagers are just regular old loomed up vills trying to kill rams, trying to slow down the ram train. Riut now pushing out all of a sudden, has a lot of houses transitioned to trash now, and he's got a castle again up on this hill. He's got so many villagers who can jump in and start mining, and all of a sudden it looks like Riut has a bit of momentum under his sails. Somehow, some way, he's got a little momentum. Problem is, Nicov has all the ancillary gold piles. He's got all the extra piles except for this one on the front of Riut's area. And he's happily taking extra stone. He's just happily mining all the resources on the map while holding his opponent at bay. I've seen Nicov... see you later, Reckless. See you soon, buddy. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Yeah, Riut right now is trying to push out of his area, but Nicov is just playing so incredibly patiently. He's just slowly whittling his opponent away. He's grabbing all the resources on the map. Has a 15, 16, 17 villager advantage. And he's using that advantage to spread around the map and take all of the resources here. Clandestine mining camps up the wazoo. But it's just not that dangerous for him because he's got his opponent focused on survival more than anything. Treb War on the front, quite a few conquistadors here, lots of halbs in defense here from Riut. He's going to, at least for now, try to hold his opponent at bay. A couple of monks are now relatively worthless since they can only be converting trash. It is Siege Rams and trash right now for the blue player. He's trying to get in and do something. Doesn't quite have the number of halbs that he needs right now. He's trying to mass them up, I think, but the conks are being very aggressive on the front, sniping them at will. 2 Trebs working on that front castle. He can keep it up for a while, Riut, but now it's 3 Trebs, and it's a lot of stone that's bleeding out of his economy trying to repair that. Nicov, in the meantime, his villagers, instead of repairing castles, are just mining away these piles. It seems inevitable that Nicov will win this game, but at least for now, Riut survives. He's fighting, and he's doing a damn good job at living with what he has. He's now out of stone. That castle on the front will almost certainly go down in the next couple volleys of Treb shots. He bought 100 there to keep himself in the fray for another couple of seconds by the looks of it, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. Can send the Halbs forward here relatively shortly and try to take this fight, for one more epic battle before this game is over. But man, it looks like Nicov just played an absolutely flawless game. Sending villagers forward, those are just loomed up vills, extra vills that Nicov needed to get rid of, I suppose. They're just going to be a meat shield here. So many monks in play, unfortunately nothing really to convert. Riut's got a crap load of vills in this fight as well. Villager on villager crime, but the conks are just massed up here in the back, doing so much damage. Rams will grab down the Trebs here on the front, and I needed to keep it up for supremacy. Interesting, I didn't even notice that coming in. Yeah, so those vills running in, those supreme 80 HP vills are running in like crazy. Riut is totally all in now for this push. He's going to take this castle down. And I love this. Oh my god, guys. Riut is coming in with everything he's got. I love it. Good point there. Who said that? Was that Smerlogan? Yes, absolutely. Just absolutely brilliant. This push on the front with all these rams and all these supremacy vills is the absolute perfect way to end this game. If Riut loses his push, which it looks like he's going to here eventually, then it is absolutely GG. He did the best he absolutely could. I think this is maybe one of the best performances I've seen from a player who ends up losing a game. Just a brilliant game. Nonetheless, Rams are still active on the front. Supremacy Vills are active. They're very difficult to micro. You have to tell them to attack things, and that really slows down their ability to do damage. Nicov getting way out ahead in the score. Riut sending in all of those Vills. He's only got a few Vills actually repairing things and building buildings and gathering resources, is the word that I'm searching for right now. But he's still spamming in everything he's got. Added a couple of hand cannons into the battle. He is just all in aggression here, and he's going to fight this one until those vills get cleaned up. Looks like these conks are going to eventually win the day on the hill, but they are just having to clean up so many extra villagers here. It seems like it is going to be just fine. Riut pushing out to grab a little extra gold, but in the end he will call GG well played, and that is exactly the way that this game should end. That was a fantastic game. Riut v Nicov 1v1. That was a recorded game from earlier today. Riut, just with a terrible map, somehow fought his way back into it, and wow, I just think that was absolutely a brilliant game from Riut. Like I said though, Nicov just doesn't make any mistakes. Over the last couple games I've watched Nicov, I've just seen so few mistakes, and I get to watch the game, you know, at whatever speed I want, and I can't identify mistakes. That seems crazy. That seems crazy. Even a spectator can't see anything that he's really missing.